Hi, DJ Tina here. You are tuned into HMTV Canada Easy. With me today is a total kick-ass band from my hometown, West Memphis Suicide. Hi, Raposa. Welcome.
How are you, Tina?
Good.
nice to hear from you.
Thank you. I really dig your songs Sex Rush, Suffocate, The Big Deal, Rise, 1984, and Redemption. If I had to vote for a favorite, that would be tough because these song tracks rate tops on my charts and they're well mastered in the lyrics and the sound. One thing for sure, I can see a video from your song Sex Rush. The imagery is really powerful, and do you have any plans on coming out with a video from your song tracks in the new year?
Actually, in the last little while, we've took it upon ourselves with the budget of a case of beer and poor buddy's pinky finger to put one together for Redemption. It was actually for a contest, but it's actually, people can check it out on YouTube. It's kind of fun. It's just four guys having a blast trying to be rock stars, that kind of thing. But yeah, we actually have been in talks with some people in the industry about putting a video together. It'll be sort of a mishmash of professionals in the industry as well as students, so we're kind of looking forward to that. I think it'd be a blast.
All the song tracks have a kick-ass hardcore metal twist in their sound. I'm curious, what are the band's influences? Are they Motley Crue or Pantera?
Yeah, actually, I'd say for the most part our influences range anywhere from good old Black Sabbath to Lynyrd Skynyrd, Pantera, and Motley Crue. The funny thing about Motley Crue was that was my foray into rock music. I remember a cousin of mine sitting me down in front of the TV and playing me Motley Crue Uncensored. And I mean, it was nothing but debauchery and just decadence. There was women in bikinis and parties and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, as a little boy, you're going, hey, that's really cool. I just want to be a part of that at some point, right? So that's where the Motley Crue sort of came in with the attitude and the sound. But I think our sound is a little more reminiscent of Pantera meets like a Lynyrd Skynyrd southerny vibe to it.
Can you tell us a little bit about your current lineup, how everyone met each other, former bands they played in, their titles in West Memphis Suicide, and what kind of party animals they are, and if the band has any endorsement with music companies that you would like to shout out or promote?
Our current lineup right now is we have Denny Cobb on drums, we have Paul Oliver on bass, we have Barry Martin, Sippy on guitars, and myself, Raposo, on vocals and guitars as well. Funny how we met, actually, in our local town of Cambridge. We were rival bands, actually, at one point. Danny and Paul were into disco, and myself and Barry were in the hang. And like I said, we were sort of rivals. They'd bring out a crowd, we'd bring out a crowd, and it was always back and forth, that type of thing. And then, you know, through the faults in the bands themselves, the weak links, we've managed to put all of our issues aside and just said, hey, let's do this. And it's actually become a lot stronger, I think, in the process. So that's kind of funny how that came together.
Can you tell us about Song Go Hollow, the emotional journey about the powerful lyrics, how the underdog rises above everything and defeats everybody in a sense, from a standpoint in relationships, social interaction, and everyday issues?
Yeah, actually a lot of the lyrical content will sort of follow that aspect, because I mean, in my case, like I've told a lot of people, I was a little fat kid that got pushed around and kicked around, and you know, my mama told me, somebody pushes you around, you don't take any crap, you just push back harder and keep pushing until they fall down, you know what I mean? And it's sort of my outlook on life, and I think a lot of people can sort of relate to that on many levels. Social interactions, a lot of times you'll feel like you're not accepted in the whole, but what I think we should be thinking in that case is that maybe that's a good thing. Maybe there's something about us that other people are striving to become or whatever and can't, and that's probably why they're shunning or pushing you away, that kind of stuff. But I mean, in total, it's all about the rise. You have the power's within you, and just, you know what I mean, chill back and then kick them in the face.
Has all the band members contributed to the writing of the song, the lyrics, Song Go Hollow, or did you write all the songs?
As far as lyrical content goes, that would probably be more on my shoulders, I guess, as the singer, it's usually the singer that sort of puts lyrics and stuff together. Not to say that we're not open to other members putting their say into lyrical content and stuff. But for the most part, I mean, I kind of, and it's tough because, as you can tell, I'm not the brightest speaker in the world, but the hardest part I find is probably getting the full idea across in just a couple words. But I think we're nailing it. I think we've got it down.
Which has been the most challenging aspect of Song Go Hollow, writing the lyrics or laying down the song tracks in the recording studio?
The actual recording of the instrumentation it's nothing. I mean, it's four guys on the floor jamming and bleeding it out. You know what I mean, and getting it all out on tape. I've personally always felt the toughest part to be the lyrics, because again, you're trying to convey your thoughts and your feelings and bleed it out into a song, but you have a very limited amount of time to do it. And so I'd say probably the hardest part would be the lyrics. But again, I think we're nailing it.
Which format are the songs recorded, in analog or digital? I'm curious because they sound more on a level of live recordings.
Actually, it was recorded on a digital format, but with the tricks that studios do now, they sort of bounce it back and forth in order to get things to sound a little beefier, or things to sound a little more fat on the bottom end. But yeah, it was definitely done on a digital platform. But everything that you're listening to, and this is the thing, is we try not to be too finicky with stuff. We wanted this to be a representation of what we do live. You know what I mean? For me, I can't stand when I listen to a band. The song is great on the radio. I pay the $40 to go see them live, and it's nothing but a farce on the stage. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Singer's out of key. The guitar player can't play anything. All that kind of stuff. So we try to keep it as live as possible. Actually, most of the lead parts on the CD itself are bed tracks, like tracks that we laid down as we were playing. So you do definitely get a good sense of us live. But if you enjoy the disc, guarantee it will smash you in the face when you come see us live. Your jaw will hit the floor.
Where is Metalworks Studio, and are they responsible for the mixing and mastering of all West Memphis Suicide's music production?
Yes, Metalworks Studio is in Mississauga, Ontario. It's actually one of the premier studios in Ontario. People from all over the world come to record there, which was exciting for us, and the reason why we decided let's do it. If we're going to do it, let's go all out. I mean, it's one thing to walk through the studio and you see pictures of David Bowie and Prince and Christina Aguilera, and you see all these super high-profile artists who've passed through the same doors that you just went through. It's an amazing feeling. And yes, they took care of all the production on the CD. We had Chris Criar and Lake doing the mixing, or the engineering and producing, and then we had a good friend of ours do the mastering at Metalworks too. Amazing studio.
Has the band had any opportunities to perform live at any music venues locally in Ontario?
Yes, we have. All over Ontario, actually. We've played the legendary Opera House, the legendary Lee's Palace. You name all the big ones that us little boys dream of playing when we're in our teens. The Phoenix, Sound Academy, formerly the Docks, Faffoons in Montreal, just to name a few. Like, I mean, yeah, we've been hitting it pretty hard in the last year, trying to get a buzz going, and it's, like I said, we're really starting to nail it. People are starting to feel what we're trying to get across, and it's really starting to pick up.
I can imagine the show being a killer one with lots of metal in your face shows. Has the band sold merchandise and demo CDs at any of their live performances?
Yeah, absolutely. We have T-shirts available, as well as the disc itself. We normally sell the disc probably at around $10, and T-shirts for $15. And the cool thing is that we can't keep the stock up. Everybody, when they come out to see us, they really enjoy it. So they want to take a piece of it home with them. At which point you pay for a CD, you're a part of what we call the kin. We tell people when they say stuff about being fans and stuff, we don't have fans. You're either friends or family. You have you just have to pick which one are you. But yes, we do sell merchandise. It's always available at our shows.
What does West Memphis Suicide look for in their pursuit of a label, management, and booking agency support when it comes to professionalism?
Just basically, we're looking for a person to sort of person or persons, to sort of have the whole in the whole interest at heart. You know what I mean? Work for us and we'll work for you type people who are going to take this as their little baby as well as ours. You know what I mean? And just sort of represent us the way we'd want to be represented. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like, be real. Don't come and give us any sort of stories or you know, try to fool us into anything. Be real. Tell us what's going on. Tell us where we need to be, where we need to go, and let us have our input as well. You know what I mean? It's a 50-50 thing. What we're hoping to achieve with management and booking.
It's not easy finding PRs. It all comes down to having the right ones that are going to take interest in the band and stay focused on the band's needs.
Yeah, and I mean, we've noticed it in the last little while too. When you're dealing with promoters, that you know what I mean. Like, bands are basically paying to play, and which I think is ridiculous. There's got to be a sort of back and forth type feel, so that you know, everybody scores. I mean, you know, everybody's got to take a risk. Everybody's got to do the work, and if one party isn't about doing that and it's just about taking the rewards later, it really sets up for a dying scene. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's prevalent all over Ontario. But we're trying to get together with other bands and sort of wean that out. PRs there are good ones out there. It's just really hard to find, and when you do, they're usually really busy. So it's tough to get that, but we will.
I know touring is a huge factor in acquiring massive fan base, but do you find the internet is helping West Memphis Suicide goal of reaching more masses worldwide?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Touring is a big factor, but the internet is an absolutely amazing tool. We've been able to reach people that we would never have been able to reach before on the level that we're at. And I mean, we got kin all over the place, as far as anywhere in the States and in Europe. We have people checking us out and giving us good feedback on what we're doing. And again, I think it's a lot of has to do with the music, the messages getting across, and just being real. I mean, like, you come to a show, like I said, you're going to get smashed in the face, but you're going to know that it's not a put on. You're going to see it in our faces. You're going to see it in the way we move on stage. You know what I mean? It's in the moment, and I think it's actually the internet is starting to help us to get that across worldwide.
What are your plans for 2009? Are you working on new material to come out with another CD?
Actually, yeah, we're just in the process. We're calling it the Christmas hiatus, but what the kin don't know is that we're actually demoing a lot of new songs, because what we're hoping to do is hit another CD out within the next little while, which I mean is what they used to do back in the day. You know what I mean? They'd have, you know, every 6 months you could expect a new record from your favorite bands and stuff. And like, nowadays, the companies, the record companies have the bands touring on a single CD for like 2.5 years, and by the time they come out with their next CD, everybody's basically forgot about them. And I mean, we do try to do everything old school, you know what I mean? And we're trying to get it back to where, let's keep it fresh, you know what I mean? Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep everybody into what's going on and understanding and digging it.
Are you going to try new things with your next album that you plan to come out with?
Yeah, actually, we were toying with the idea of, on this record, we actually had an acoustic intro. But with the next one, we were toying with doing a banjo intro, which I'm really kind of keen on. So we got a little bit of, like I said, that southerny feel, so it sort of ties in nicely. It's a little tongue-in-cheek as well, but I mean, yeah, we're definitely it's heavier and groovier, if that's even possible. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm super excited about it. Even the demos themselves sound great, and I know people are just going to love it when they come out. If you like what you're hearing now, you're going to definitely like the next record.
Awesome. Well, Chris, the grander dreams of the big stage, big lights will be achieved in time, as long as the band stays true to their art of playing and producing kick-ass songs. I can see this becoming a reality in the future. A lot of hard work is in promoting and getting your name out there, but it comes together in time. Before we wrap up our interview, do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, I'd just like to, again, on behalf of West Memphis Suicide, I'd like to shout out to all the kin and everybody else who's supported us in the last year. And 2009 is going to be our year. We're going to just keep steamrolling and pushing through, and we're going to be that metal rod that just tears through everything. So happy holidays to all you guys that helped us out and supported us. We appreciate it.
Can you plug in your web address or MySpace address?
Yeah, thanks. Actually, we are on MySpace. We are at myspace.com/West Memphis Suicide. You can also find us on the Facebook as well. And Barry's really great at keeping everything up to date, getting all the shows out to everybody, and any sort of information with the happenings of the band. So if at all you're interested in keeping in touch, just become, again, part of the kin. Sign up, and we talk back and forth. Yeah. Would I be able to do can I give a couple dates, though, for anybody who'd like to come and check us out?
Sure.
All right. We got January 10th at the Reverb. We got January 16th at Norma Jean's in London. January 22nd at the Velvet Lounge. February 21st at 5 o'clock with the Salads. January 29th at Corktown. February 21st, like I said, 5 o'clock with the Salads. And February 6th at the Absinthe in Hamilton. Hope to see you all there. Let's have a good time.
Thank you, Raposo, for allowing our e-zine to interview West Memphis Suicide. You rock.
Thanks a lot.